more accessible for those who do not speak English or Latin-based languages. Currently, for a lot of us who use the internet, we would realize consciously or unconsciously that domain names are usually written in English or in Latin-based scripts. So with more and more internet users coming from economies or countries where they may not use that language. So for example, from China or from certain parts of the Eastern European countries where they may not use the Latin script, they may use some other scripts. How do we account for that? And how do we ensure that should these domain names exist in different scripts, that various internet applications can support these domain names? And that is the issue of universal acceptance, which the other speakers will elaborate more on. The other big issue that we look at is how do we expand the domain name system through the next GTLD round? And basically is in short, allowing more top-level domains to be added to the domain name system so that we have more websites and we can connect more people online. But the domain name industry has traditionally been more developed within the US and the European countries. But the other parts of the world, say like the APAC region, the African region, even the Latin American region, they are not as developed or as represented. So part of our job here at ICANN, APAC, and other regional office is to think about how can we develop the domain name industry, particularly in underrepresented communities and regions. And then the third issue that is also currently, that we are currently preoccupied with is the issue of domain name abuse, or rather the malicious use of domain names. And this may be familiar to some of you who come from the cybersecurity side of things or who have cybersecurity background. So things like phishing, malware, botnets, how do we ensure that whenever an internet user types in a domain name, they are being led to the correct domain website and not being led to a malicious website. And at ICANN, this is one of the things that we've been trying to address to ensure that the DNS remains trusted and secure. So we look at things like what constitutes as DNS abuse, how should we mitigate it, and we can't do it alone. So then we need to think about who else do we need to involve that can help us keep the DNS secure. So if some of these issues resonate with you, or if you think that, hey, I would like to try and contribute from my capacity, be it from a technical or policy and governance background, I would highly encourage you to join us through our various platforms, which I will share about now.